Well, good morning. Oh, a double wave.
That's right.
That, you don't see that too often, folks.
No, because it's a great day for Carly.
Yeah.
I'm celebrating with her.
Yes, because it is Eat Beans Day.
Beans!
I love beans. There's so many different kinds.
How many of you guys, though, eat black beans?
Black beans are in a lot of things. It's in chili.
I don't
You put them
chili.
in soups. Do you eat soup?
Yes, I eat soup, but I don't eat soup with beans in it. Well, I take that back. I eat, Kimberly fixes some kind of soup. It's like a Mexican thing. So black beans go in that. It's an accent bean. It's not a bean you eat. It's like a pinto bean. It gives you a whole bowl of pinto beans and you can eat them. You're not gonna get a whole bowl of those things.
Well, no, I wouldn't do that. I don't think I would do that with pinto beans either. I don't know if I would just eat a bowl of any beans.
Why?
Unless they were like the baked beans.
Pinto beans.
Is that what's in baked beans?
Oh, well, I don't know. No, that's not a pinto bean. That's a baked bean, right?
But it uses a kind of bean.
Pinto beans. That's what I just said, isn't it?
I think that's what I'm saying. In the context of them being in the baked beans mixture, I would eat a bowl of pinto beans. But I'm not just gonna warm up some pinto beans.
No, you do pinto beans and cornbread and a cold glass of milk. I don't drink milk, but you get your milk and it's cold and you take your cornbread and crumble it up in your milk. And then you use a fork and you eat your cornbread out of your glass of milk and eat your pinto beans.
I think that's a you thing. I don't think that's a commonality
it's a great
with most
thing.
people.
It's a great thing.
Well, let us know what your favorite bean is. Go eat some beans and tell Scott that his food classifications are incorrect.
No. Have you ever seen a movie, a show, or a YouTube video that made you emotional? Maybe you actually cried. Okay, what about this? Have you ever watched something that made you want to do something? You didn't just feel an emotion, you felt called to action. In this passage from Matthew, that is what Jesus is experiencing. Compassion is an emotional response to empathy or sympathy and gives us a desire to help. First we see, then we feel, finally we act. And when we do, we show the love of Jesus. This week we're talking about how a party starter comes alongside people to experience their difficulties alongside of them. They notice, care, and show up with them throughout whatever they are experiencing.
Jesus called his disciples to him and said, I have compassion for these people. They have already been with me 3 days and have nothing to eat. I do not want to send them away hungry or they may collapse on the way. His disciples answered, where could we get enough bread in this remote place to feed such a crowd? How many loaves do you have? Jesus asked. 7, they replied, and a few small fish. He told the crowd to sit down on the ground. Then he took the 7 loaves and the fish, and when he had given thanks, he broke them and gave them to the disciples, and they in turn to the people. They all ate and were satisfied. Afterwards, the disciples picked up 7 basketfuls of broken pieces that were left over. The number of those who ate was 4,000 men, besides women and children. After Jesus had sent the crowd away, he got into the boat and went to the vicinity of Magadan. Matthew chapter 15, verses 32 through 39.
Notice that Jesus does all of those things in this story. What is an issue or cause that you feel empathy or sympathy toward but haven't acted on yet? How could you begin to take action and help?
And don't forget the memory verse. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. John 10:10.